Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's video. So today I'm gonna do a what we eat in a day, show you guys what the kids and I eat throughout the day. So we're gonna go ahead and get started because we actually have had a late start to the morning. It's like 9 o'clock and the kids are asking for breakfast. So I'm gonna start them off with their milk like I always do. It's very depressing. The price of milk has gone up so much. I'm probably gonna sound like a broken record between that, like the berries that I'm gonna give them in the morning for breakfast, like the price of organic berries and just berries in general have gone up. But obviously we buy a ton of it because this is what they have like multiple times a day. For Jackson, I'm still giving him whole milk. I give him organic whole milk. This I got from Giant, so it's like their Nature's Promise brand. That's like their organic brand. So that's gonna be for Jackson. And then for Riley and for Joe and myself, we have 1% milk. So I always tell you guys that we always have like 2 different kinds of milk in the fridge. I do still try to give this to them every morning. Usually they'll ask me for it. There are some days when it just doesn't happen. We get busy or I forget, but they still love their milk. If they don't get milk in the morning, at some point throughout the day, they'll usually ask me for some, but it's usually not more than like 1 or 2 of these little cups full of milk. So let's give that to them while I prepare their food. So they're pretty content. They're watching the Magic School Bus. So I think they should be happy enough while I make them their breakfast. I think that the last time that I did a what I eat in a day video, I shared how like Joe had made a batch of like Kodiak cake pancakes for the kids. And that's what I was like reaching for, like to give them for their breakfast. This time around we have something similar, but these are sourdough pancakes. So I had made this weekend a whole batch of sourdough discard pancakes with my sourdough starter. So I'll link this recipe down below if you are into sourdough. If you have sourdough starter, like over here is where I keep my starter, which I need to like feed and attend to today. But these pancakes are literally like my favorite pancakes in the whole world. So I made a whole batch and then I froze them, and then when I give them to the kids, all I have to do is take them out of the freezer and I'll just like grab 2 of them, and then I put them in the microwave for like 30 to 40 seconds, depends on, you know, until like they thaw out, and the kids really like them. So let's do that for them. I just find that when we put them in the freezer, they just last longer. If you're gonna go through them a lot faster, then you can just like keep them in the fridge, but they are super fluffy and delicious. And then I add chocolate chips so the kids enjoy that. All right, so here's what their breakfast is gonna look like. They've got a Danimals, which the kids love. And I know that they're probably not the best, but the kids love the Danimals. So they're gonna have some of that. And then Riley always asked me for like fruit salad in the morning. So I looked at whatever berries we had, and we had some blackberries, some strawberries. So we went through those in the fridge, and then the pancake. So they're gonna be thrilled. So let's give this to them on their little table. Jackson, you ready? Yeah. There you go. You're welcome. And by the way, my kids are weird. Like, they don't put anything on their pancakes. They just like to eat it just like that. So no syrup, no butter, but they love it. Before I forget, I'm also gonna give them their vitamins. So I've been giving them these Mary Ruth gummy vitamins. So if I don't give it to them like right now, I'm gonna forget. So let's give them some of these. I've had a lot of success with the kids having like the gummy bear vitamins. That's what they look like. They are a little bit hard. So if you have like a little one who's not super great at like chewing stuff, maybe like hold off on these. I think that they also have like liquid vitamins that you can give them from the same company, but my kids like the gummies. Here, got your vitamin. Vitamin? What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yellow.
It's yellow. Yummy. Okay, so this morning I'm actually starving. Normally I would run downstairs and just grab my coffee and then not even have breakfast sometimes, or not even have breakfast till like way later. But today I haven't touched coffee yet, and I'm gonna make myself some food because I'm actually hungry. But also, like the kids, before I forget, I am gonna take my vitamins. So I've got my Ritual vitamins that I still take. They don't work with me anymore. I don't even think my code is still active, but Joe and I both still order the Ritual vitamins. So I take these and I like them because I can have them on an empty stomach and they don't bother me. Yes, Jackson? No, not more gummies. That's 1 vitamin. He thinks that they're gummy bears, so like he'll have his vitamin And then he'll say more gummies, and I have to tell him like it's just one vitamin every day. I don't have more gummies. You have to eat your pancake that I made you. Yes.
No.
Perhaps I should not have given him his vitamin today. Jackson, you've got to go eat your papa and watch the Magic School Bus, okay? Yeah. Oh no, that's for after you eat your papa, okay? If you eat your papa, you can have one.
No.
They're hard. They're hard. Okay, go. That was a peep, by the way, my friends. He spotted the peeps that were on the counter, and there was no way that he was not gonna eat one. So that is my life. Okay, so moving on. Let's pretend we didn't see that. I'm gonna finish my vitamin. You too, really? Here, now eat your breakfast. Okay, so moving along. I am still taking, I worked with Athletic Greens a while ago. I should take the actual Athletic Green supplement. Maybe I still will today, but I do religiously take their vitamin D drops, because the last time that I went to the doctor told me that I have low vitamin D. So I take like 4 drops of these like on my tongue. I don't know if that's 4 drops or not, but at least I got some vitamin D in. Okay, so for my breakfast, I've been really liking this yogurt. It's a non-fat, just plain yogurt. So it's not like vanilla, it's just plain. And then I've been sweetening it up on my own. Ingredients are super simple. 90 calories for a serving. Most yogurts that I used to get had like a lot of sugar just to make it like a little bit sweet. But I've been finding that I can kind of make it like super tasty with like my own sweeteners. So I'll take the yogurt, and then I'm gonna take some honey. I don't know if you guys have ever sweetened your yogurt with honey, but it is delicious. So this is like a little local farmer's market that I've gone to a couple times, and I get their local honey that I love. And I just add it onto there. I think you could also use like maple syrup, and then that gives it like a nice sweet taste. And you can go tasting it to see if you need like more honey. But it's a nice way to have like a sweeter yogurt without like all the added, you know, like the sugars that the companies put in there and all the preservatives and all of that. Then I am gonna add a little bit of granola on top. I wish I could tell you what brand this is. This is probably just like a random like Aldi brand that I'm like going through so that it doesn't go bad. Like that, it has like a nice little crunch. I like a crunch on my yogurt. That. Okay, so I added a few strawberries on that. That is how I like to have my yogurt. And then over here to go with that, I'm gonna have just 1 fried egg. I'm just gonna fry an egg so that I have a little bit more protein with my breakfast. These are the eggs that I've been trying to get whenever I find them, but when I do find them, they're a freaking arm and a leg because they're pasture raised. They're like the healthiest kind of eggs that you can get. So that makes them very expensive. So I treat them, you guys, I treat them like freaking gold. Like I really use them sparingly, but I honestly haven't been having as many eggs as I used to. Like I used to have a lot of eggs in my diet. And then the last time that I went to the doctor told me I had high cholesterol. So I've been trying to like limit eggs, and I mean that's a good thing too because of the fact that they're so freaking expensive right now. But 1 fried egg in the morning with my yogurt is not too bad. If I'm gonna have scrambled eggs, I will tell you like I'll do 1 egg, like a 1 full egg, and then 1 egg white, just to kind of limit the egg yolk, which is usually what they tell you to stay away from if your like cholesterol levels are high. So this is my breakfast. I'm gonna sit down on the couch and eat it, and then once I'm done with it, I'll go grab my coffee. All right, coffee. We do the Chemex system over here. Joe brewed some coffee before he left to work. And then this is the creamer that I prefer to use. Like this is my favorite coffee creamer just because it's a little bit cleaner in the ingredients. I'm trying to get it to focus so you guys can read the ingredients. Not terrible, but today I'm gonna have this one from Aldi just because I'm trying to get rid of it. But look at the difference. It's just like such a big difference. Not very good there. Look at how many more ingredients this has versus the Natural Bliss one. I'm just having it because it was downstairs in the basement in like our back stock, and I just don't want it to go to waste. Like I hate throwing away food. But this is definitely not what I prefer. So if I'm going to the store and like stocking up on some creamer for my coffee, this is my go-to. It is expensive. I mean, that thing at Target costs like $6 almost, but I mean, that's the price of like 1 coffee at Starbucks. So that's how I justify it to myself. I've been really wanting to like, I don't know, find like an even more natural way to sweeten up my coffee. Like, I don't know, some people use like oat milks and like, I don't know, there's different ways that people sweeten up their coffee. I cannot have black coffee. So if there is some super clean way that you have found that makes your coffee sweet, because I like sweet tasting coffee. Let me know down below if you guys have any advice, things that I should try maybe. I would love to know. So I'm gonna heat this up for the first time of many today, and then I will see you guys probably at lunch. All right, so this is what the kids are having for lunch today. So I've got apples, some string cheese, some peanut butter, cracker sandwiches, and Pirate's Booty. So pretty much the same, except that Jackson likes his apple whole, just peeled, right? He likes them sliced. I have to give them the string cheese, like I have to open it, but I have to leave the wrapper on it, right? So that they know that it's Paw Patrol, because somehow it tastes different if it is not Paw Patrol. So if you're a mom of a toddler, you feel my pain. It is pretty bad. And then these sandwiches, I mean, there's nothing to it, right? But with the sandwiches, I found that my kids really like the orange ones that come already pre-made, like the orange square crackers with peanut butter inside, like the quick and easy snacks. They'll eat those, but those, again, they have a lot of preservatives and a lot of ingredients, so I just make them on my own, like little sandwiches. I use these club crackers. These are probably not the best. I'm sure that there's other crackers that are better, but I do try to use peanut butter that's really clean. So like this is the one that I use sometimes from Thrive Market. There's other ones that are really clean too, that I get, I think, is it the one from Aldi that's pretty clean? But what you want to see in the ingredients is just that the ingredients is like literally like peanuts and salt, and that's about it, not like a bunch of oils or anything like that. So that's like something easy that I can do, that I can, you know, do for the kids. Just look for peanut butter that is, you know, basic ingredients, since it's like one of the very few things that they will eat. All right, Riley, here is your food. We're gonna take it to the blue table. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then Jackson already stole his apple. He's already eating his apple. So he's happy there. I'm also gonna let him finish his pancake from breakfast. Like if he decides that he wants to finish it, he's more than welcome to. So we'll see how much these little ones eat. So they both like left pieces of their pancake from breakfast, but devoured the fruit, devoured the animals. We were outside, by the way, which I think is one of the reasons why they weren't like asking me for a bunch of snacks. Normally, like if we're inside and like after breakfast, they'll be immediately asking me for snacks. But since they didn't eat their pancake, they weren't gonna get a snack. I've been really trying to stick to, like, you know, if they don't eat their breakfast, like, okay, they didn't eat their breakfast, but then don't be asking me for, like, you know, Annie's, Cheddar Bunnies, or anything like that. Don't be asking me for a snack 10 minutes later if you have a perfectly good pancake in front of you that you don't want to eat. So that's kind of how we've been doing things. You know, they just have to wait until lunch. Every day is kind of different. I mean, some days they do really well, then other days they don't want to eat anything. Jackson's notorious now for, like, I put his breakfast in front of him, and then he wants to go play, he wants to go do his own thing, and then like around maybe like 10 or 10:30, he's like, oh, I want to eat my breakfast now. Like all of a sudden he wants to eat. So then he'll eat it, but then the problem is that come noon, like for lunchtime, then he's not hungry because he ate his breakfast like just a couple hours before. But anyway, I'm going to tidy up a little bit. Since we were outside, I have some stuff here that I gotta put away, and then I'll make myself my lunch. All right, so it's time for my lunch. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich. I'm gonna make myself like a prosciutto sandwich with like a salad, do a little bit of tomato with mozzarella. I have over here bread that I've made. So this is the honey whole wheat bread that I've made before and shared with you guys. I'll try to see if I can link. This isn't like a recipe, like a website that I can link to, but I can link to her Instagram page of the girl that showed me how to do that. And then this is sourdough bread that's like leftover from last week. It's probably not even like super good right now, but I'm gonna try to use up like the last like good slice of this for my sandwich. This recipe though for sourdough I can link down below, because this is the Little Spoon Farms recipe that I've been liking to use. So I'm gonna chop up that. All right, I don't even have like a good bread knife. I need to get myself like a decent bread knife. All right, so I'm just gonna try to slice myself a little piece here, not slice my finger off, but just slice a piece of this sourdough. And then I always toast my sourdough whenever I'm making like a sandwich or having it with like butter or anything like that. So there we go. I'm gonna pop this in the toaster, and like that it doesn't go to waste. And in the meantime, I'm gonna take this spring mix that I got at Giant the other day. I like spring mix. That's what I like to have when I have like salads. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my plate. I've been trying to do like more greens at least either like with lunch or with dinner, but ideally it would be with both. So just make myself like a quick little salad. In terms of dressing, all I do usually is just a little bit of olive oil and balsamic, and then like a little bit of salt and pepper. I try not to use like a bunch of different dressings, because like the dressings can not be the best always. So that does it for me. I'm also gonna slice a tomato. I'm gonna put a little bit of mozzarella right on top. So that'll be nice. It's like one of my favorite things to eat. It's really super interesting to me, like how my taste buds have like evolved, and just like how my eating patterns have changed lately. I used to eat a lot more like packaged food, processed food, and that's just been something that I've been trying to work on. And the amazing thing about all of that is that you can still have like very good tasting food and like enjoy your food, even if you're not eating like stuff that's bad for you. Like when you're eating good, whole, clean food, you can like find stuff that's really tasty. Like this meal that I'm making right here is delicious. I'm gonna enjoy it so much, and it's like 10 times better for me than like going to McDonald's, which is usually what I would do in the past. So anyway, for the tomato with mozzarella, I like to use this glaze. I have mozzarella with tomato instead of just like the vinegar. So we've got that. And then for my sandwich, I'm gonna take a little bit of mayo. I like to use a mayo that at least has like a little bit of either olive oil or avocado oil, some kind of like a cleaner mayo. And I just put a little bit of that. And then I'll just take a couple pieces of prosciutto and put that on there. It doesn't have to be like huge. And that is perfect for me. So there you go. That is gonna be my lunch. I'm gonna go sit again and eat this. The one thing I'll tell you guys that's like a huge hack that, I mean, it's not like a super interesting, fantastic hack, but when I make sandwiches now, I make them like open face. Like I don't put a second piece. I feel like that's just extra carbs and stuff that I don't need necessarily. Like I could have prepared this as a legit sandwich with another piece on top. But for me, I find that extra piece of bread to just be like unnecessary and just like extra calories, extra carbs that I don't need. And I like this just as much. So let me go eat this and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so just kidding. I haven't even sat down to eat my food, and Riley's like, oh, I finished all my food, so I want a snack. So since she did eat all her lunch, she picked out the little Annie's cheddar bunnies. We used to do goldfish a lot, and I know people love goldfish. Again, it's fine if you have goldfish, but we like to use the Annie's cheddar bunnies that are just a little bit healthier. Who knows, maybe they're not even that much healthier, but that's been like a simple switch that we've made in our house, where like they still have some of these like, you know, processed snacks. Like it's not like my kids eat a bunch of vegetables and stuff. Like that's not my kids, but just like little switches like that, I found to be something that I like doing. All right, the kids are upstairs doing quiet time, and I finished my lunch, but I did want to show you, I'm kind of like craving something sweet. So this is like one of my favorite like go-to snacks. Like I don't know how you guys are, like after I finish my lunch and my dinner, like I need to have just like, even if it's like one bite of something chocolatey or something just sweet. But these are so good. I don't know if you've heard of this brand before, or if you've heard of these cookies before. I shared them on Instagram because they are delicious. I got them from Thrive Market, but I think that they have them like at Publix. I'm sure that they have them at other stores, and they're cookies that look like this. Let me show you. So they're like just small little cookies, and then they have like some powdered, kind of like powdered sugar on them, but I don't think it's actual powdered sugar. These are the ingredients if you want to like stop it so you can take a look. But again, this brand is known for like having just better ingredients and stuff in their products. And that's kind of one of the things that I've loved about using Thrive Market. Like this video is never sponsored by them. Like they've never sponsored me in my entire existence, okay? But I started using them, and I feel like it's a great way to discover like some of these cleaner products. Like I go to the grocery store and it's like very overwhelming to like figure out like what to get, and like I have in the back of my mind like some of the stuff that like I follow Flav City and Bobby and all of that, so sometimes I'm like, oh, Bobby's talked about that, or I've seen that here. But when you go and use Thrive Market, which he also uses all the time, there's a way to like sort by like your diet, if you're keto, if you're paleo, if you're looking for like grain-free stuff. Like it's just an easy way. Like the interface is really good for that. So I do have like a referral link, which I always have in the description box of my videos, and I think like it gets you 40% off your first order. Like I know that the intro promo, like when you first sign up, is really good, so you can save like a bunch of money on that first order. But I'm gonna go enjoy like one or two of these. I'm gonna try to not eat the whole bag now that the kids are in quiet time. I don't have to worry about them seeing it and then asking to steal it, all of that. But these are bomb. Highly recommend them. All right, guys, so it's a little later. It's like 4:45. I have to start figuring out what we're gonna do for dinner in a little bit, but Jackson is asking me for a snack. Is that what you want? Look, he's pushing me towards the pantry. Like, go in there and make me a snack. Riley did already have a snack. She had some Pirates booty because I had to go to the post office, and you know, to get them to go anywhere with me, I have to bribe them with food. So she had some Pirates booty in the car. But Jackson, what are you pointing at? That's what you're pointing at? That is not a healthy snack. How about orange apple? Which is an orange, by the way. What about a banana? Let's get a banana. He loves bananas. Up there, yeah. You want strawberries, Riley? Okay, well, Jackson's gonna have a banana, and then you guys have to wait till dinner. Here, Jackson.
No.
Here, put that in the garbage. Garbage. Good job. Now here you go. All right, enjoy. And then there we go. So for Riley, she'll have some strawberries, and then the kids have to wait for dinner for anything else. A bit of leche. You wanna help me?
Yeah.
No. You want a little bit, Riley?
Yeah, I
What do you think?
Maybe there.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's good? All right, so they both have a smoothie, and that will hopefully be the last thing they eat until dinner. Okay, so it's still not dinner time. I'm not ready to eat dinner, so I was gonna try to like just drink some water because I'm like super dehydrated, haven't had enough water throughout the day. So I figured, like, instead of just having the regular water, I'm gonna do my athletic greens. If you guys watched Joe's vlog the other day, he shared how he still uses it. I still use it, even though like I partnered with the company like once or twice maybe on my channel. I'm not currently working with them, but I still do have this stuff, and it's just like a good way to get your greens in. It just helps me to feel better about my life, that I'm getting some nutrients in there. So I just add a little scoop of the powder with water, and then I shake it up. I don't have this every day, but like I said, today I was trying to be good, so I figured if I was gonna get water anyway, might as well. I added a little bit of ice cubes just to make it cold. And this I'll drink before dinner and just get a little bit hydrated, get those nutrients in, and then we'll do dinner. Even though it's not gonna be anything fancy today because Joe's taking forever to get home from work. If my code is still active, I'll list it down below just so that you guys, I don't know, can save some money. I don't have like, it's not an affiliate link. I don't make any money from it, but it is something that I recommend because it does not taste bad. Like, I can easily drink this. All right, guys, so it is dinner. It's like 6:30. It's actually very late for us to be having dinner at this time, but Joe just got home from work, so it's like a weird day. So we're gonna whip up dinner. Luckily, we did some, let me close your fridge. We did some meal prepping this weekend. So we had made, like, Joe had cooked some chicken on the grill, and then I like shredded it up, so I'm heating that up over there in the microwave. And then I'm gonna fix that with some of this rice. We like this one from Aldi, and then we had cooked also like broccoli. So I've got some broccoli that I'll heat up. Joe and I can have some of this. I'll give some of this to Riley too, which surprisingly she'll at least try it. Like, she doesn't love it, but she'll try it. And this is just baked in the oven with like olive oil and salt and pepper. Same thing with these Brussels sprouts, so I can do like a combo of both of them. And then we'll do some rice. So kind of make like some little like rice bowls with the chicken. Okay, so change of plans. We are not gonna be having this thing of rice. It's like rotten. Like, I only put it in there for 90 seconds. And like, you guys don't even want to see. You don't want to see what's in here. It says, oh my God, it smells nasty. Joe's like, what is this?
Get away.
Please throw it away. That has never, ever happened to me. And all the time that we've had those, they have been fine. And yeah, you need to put it in an actual bag. It's super bad, and it's not expired. It's like 2023. So I don't know what the heck is wrong with that one, but let's find another one. New plan. we're gonna have this one, rice and beans, organic. Joe doesn't really love this one, but I'm gonna have it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna meet him in the middle. We're gonna go with Uncle Ben's. This is a garden vegetable rice. I think he'll like this one better than the other one. I like rice and beans and I like that packet, but let's try to make this so Joe can maybe enjoy it. Okay, so dinner is done for us. The kids are still working on their food. They're really not eating anything. I mean, they ate their pouches, they ate the bread. Here comes Joseph. What else did they eat? They didn't touch they had some of their peas, but they're not touching the chicken. Riley needs to eat some chicken though. Jackson, I know you're not gonna. Joseph, why do you have to go there with the spray bottle? Really? That's Jackson's play water bottle. But we're kind of rushed because we've got to do our marriage class now and we're trying to get them to finish eating. I usually like to have a batch of cookies made that I could have for dessert. We ran out of them yesterday, so I do have made in the fridge. I had made these like little peanut butter chocolate ball things, energy bites. There's like a million recipes for these, but these came from, I'm part of Sarah Teresa's newsletter and she had a recipe for these, so if I can find it on her website, I think it's on her website, I'll link it for you guys. But I promise you, like, first of all, they were super easy to make. It's like peanut butter, walnuts, a couple other things, and then coated, you know, just dipped in chocolate. I have no need to have a real Reese's cup because this is like the equivalent of a Reese's cup, only a million times healthier. It gives me the same satisfaction of eating a Reese's cup, so I will forever make them. They are delicious. I keep them in the fridge and they're like my go-to snack throughout the day when I need like something sweet, like just a little treat, or for after dinner, for dessert. These are perfect, so I love these. All right guys, it is later, it is like 9 something and I'm gonna end the night. I've done this a million times, showing you how I have like my mud water at night, so I'm not gonna get too into it, but that's like the replacement for, like, instead of having like nighttime tea, I like to have my mud water that has like all of these things in it. I don't know if it'll focus, but yeah, we finished like our marriage course, so now we're gonna wind down. I'm still gonna be up for a little bit, but this is like how I like to end the night. It's like my little nighttime routine. It's like a little powder, and then you put that in hot water, and then I add a little bit of my creamer to it, kind of like I would if I was having coffee, only this has like 1/7 of the caffeine that coffee does, and it tastes like super chocolatey, and like it's just, I love it. I've had it now, like I don't know how many months I've been using it, maybe like a year. I love this thing. So that, my friends, is gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's what I eat in a day. I know that my what I eat in a day videos are kind of a little chatty. Maybe next time I'll do a shorter one, but that's what a very typical day looks like for us eating here in our home. Dinner, surprisingly, I really enjoyed it, for the fact that, like, you know, we had like a disaster, I had to improvise, and I really didn't have to cook anything, just like heat stuff up. It was pretty fabulous. So just remember that to eat, you know, semi-healthy and to eat a little bit cleaner, it doesn't mean, number one, that it has to taste bad, and it also doesn't have to be like super elaborate cooking meals with like a million ingredients. You can just prep some stuff or cook on the go, basic stuff, and then add like some sauces. I just added soy sauce and honey to dinner, and it was delicious. So that is it, my friends. I love your freaking faces. Thank you for being here. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.